honoring veterans from all wars. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Dennis Murphy. He's a board member for the Delaware County Veterans Memorial Association. Thanks so much for being with us,
Jill,
Dennis.
thank you for having us.
Talk to us a little bit about this concept. It started as a local effort and it's grown into a regional one.
It has. It started out as a township effort to honor veterans in the Marple Newtown area. And it turned into really a Delaware County veterans opportunity. We are dedicating this memorial, and it's quite a memorial, and you'll see, I think, on the show a slide of the memorial. All the people who have died from the Delaware County area, and also who have served, who are from Marple Newtown.
And this is a property that has been donated. As we mentioned, this started as a local effort. It's really grown. It's located on Westchester Pike in Newtown Square. Talk to us about the property itself. Well,
it's not far from the Edgemont Theater, so most people know where that is, about 4500 Westchester Pike. I came into this effort late. All the heavy lifting was done by the time I was asked to be on the board. I received a phone call from Nicole Robinson, who is really managing this effort and who's quite an amazing person. She is the daughter of Claude de Botton. Claude is donating the land and significant resources to this project. Claude actually emigrated here from Egypt back in the 50s. And when you hear him speak about why he's doing this, it brings tears to your eyes. This is an effort to thank his country, his adopted country, for this opportunity to be a citizen in the greatest place in the world and have opportunity in business and social activities and family. So this is really an effort. It's a magnificent effort by this family giving back to the community that they're living in.
And it will be an amazing memorial. You're working to dedicate it by the spring, dedicate it in May. And when we talk about the memorial itself, it's very symbolic. We've seen the artist rendering of the entire project, but you break it down into different components. There will be 9 18-foot columns. Talk to us about the columns themselves.
They're going to represent the major conflicts that our country has been in. But by the way, we're also going to list these smaller conflicts, the Grenada, Philippines insurrection, different opportunities that the military had to serve our nation. But the major wars and the major conflicts, we'll talk about those conflicts. There'll be a history of the conflict. There'll be general statements, president statements. But one of the most unique things is that it's also going to include local veterans' comments going back to the War of 1812 and the revolution right through Iraq and Afghanistan. So that's an aspect of something that I think is going to be very unique for this effort.
So right back to that local connection.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I think people are going to be amazed because this is going to be a site for school kids to come and learn about the history of America. Most veterans memorials are geared toward a specific war, specific names of a community. This is encompassing the entire nation. So quotes by George Washington and Eisenhower and others, Colin Powell and others will be listed on there. So a faculty member from a high school or a grade school could bring students there and walk through the history of our conflicts. Now, anyone who's been in conflict knows they would prefer not to have conflict, but we have had conflicts, and consequently those sacrifices are going to be recognized.
And that's just a component of this memorial, but you're still in the fundraising process at this point. Quickly tell us a little bit about the brick campaign.
Well, we have a brick campaign, which I believe the website or the TV will show the website. If someone goes to that website, they can order a brick or two, and that money will go directly toward the cost of the operation. And it doesn't have to be for a veteran only. Many people think that. It could be for someone whose mother supported our nation in such a great way during World War II, or had sons or daughters in the military.
All right, thanks so much for being with us, Dennis.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Dennis Murphy. I'm Jill Horner.